Hey everyone, and welcome back to Silent Hill 3. Right now, Heather is defying gravity. She's on the top step, slightly above the step, if you can see. Just very, ever so slightly. Last time, we defeated ourselves. We defeated the memory of Alessa. The memory of Alessa. 4 forms, defeated them all on the merry-go-round. We also finished up the hospital as well and learned a lot about Heather's past and what Claudia is achieving, and we are about to confront Claudia now. We are heading into the church for our final showdown against Claudia. So let's go ahead and see what's through this door. There's something written on the door. This door is the gate which leads to the road to paradise. Embrace the bosom of the Holy Mother. Admit your sins and be forgiven. Eternal tranquility can be yours. Well,
how did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
But that's not what I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world? We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life. Either you learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
God is growing within you. You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
Heather having God within her. As if she's pregnant with God. Well, let's see what is going on with that. I have Knight Tarot card, and we have a save spot here, which we will save in just a moment. You know, I wonder if Claudia would look less evil if she actually had eyebrows. This is where I need to be. There's no reason to go back to the amusement park. Is that the door that we came in? I always thought it was this door right here. Okay, so that's actually the door. What about this door? Okay. Well, that's actually new to me here. That's the door that leads to the amusement park. Again, a secret church, a secret organization here behind the amusement park. So we're gonna take a look at these paintings and see what they represent here. Number 4, creation. Oh, we probably should read them in order, shouldn't we? Let's go ahead and try to read them in order. If that's number 4, I guess number 1 would probably be this one. Oh, that's number 3. Okay. 3, 4. Is it this one maybe? I want to read them in order. There we go. Origin. In the beginning, people had nothing. Their bodies ached, and their hearts held nothing but hatred. They fought endlessly, but death never came. They despaired, stuck in the eternal quagmire. Birth. A man offered a serpent to the sun and prayed for salvation. A woman offered a reed to the sun and asked for joy. Feeling pity for the sadness that had overrun the earth, God was born from these two people. Salvation. God made time and divided it into day and night. God outlined the road to salvation and gave people joy, and God took endless time away from the people. Creation. God created beings to lead people into obedience to her. The red god, Zushibara; the yellow god, Labselvith; many gods and angels. Finally, God set out to create paradise, where people would be happy just by being there. Promise. But then God's strength ran out, and she collapsed. All the world's people grieved this unfortunate event, yet God breathed her last. She returned to the dust, promising to come again. Faith. So God hasn't been lost. We must offer our prayers and not forget our faith. We wait in hope for the day when the path to paradise will be opened. There aren't many stories that tell about a female god. It's normally always a male god. There's an interesting change there that we don't normally see in a lot of religions. There's nothing I can do with the organ. I don't know how to play anyway. Oh, maybe Heather, you should learn. Maybe you should learn. This is probably my favorite map in the game as well. I think one of the developers of the game, their child drew the map. So I found that interesting. Okay, what do we got here? These are the code scripts. They don't look worth reading. We have we're in a confession booth here, so let's take a listen.
Dear God, please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly and with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
So we actually have a choice here to say that we forgive her, or we don't say anything at all. So let's go ahead and forgive.
I forgive you.
Thank you, Lord.
All right, so there's a lot of speculation there as to who that character is. I really do not know who that character actually is. I think the first time that I played it, I thought it was Claudia, but it's really not clear as to who that character actually is. I have a feeling that there's someone on the other side of this door, but the door is shut tight and I can't open it no matter how hard I try. So obviously it's someone who is connected to these events in some way. But I really do not know the answer to that in all honesty. Oh, we hear our radio going off. Okay, so we have a locked door there. We can't see through there, but that seems to be where the static's coming from. We have a closer in here, a really disgusting looking closer. And this is a really cool room later on, but I can't show that off just now. Okay, here we go. Now we're on the other side of that room. So we have two insane cancers here. Okay, well I have to go past this room. I can't go in. But this one I have to go past. We have a lot of weird wheelchairs here as well. That's been a common theme we're seeing quite a bit. There we go. Made it in. See, what do we have here? We got a cassette tape. We got a journal. There are a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling that it's the handwritten copy of some book. Represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun. In Puddle Dry, symbolizes a religious group. The two outer circles are charity and resurrection. The three inner circles are present, past, and future. So this is that save sign that we keep seeing so much. Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black or other colors, but blue reverses the meaning into a curse on God and is therefore forbidden. Really interesting. Oh, we have handgun ammo here too. These shelves are covered with file folders and boring books. There's no useful information here as far as I can tell. Yep, doesn't look like there's anything else really here. It's a lap blanket. I don't think I'll need it. I'm not cold. Well, you may want to bring it just in case, Heather, because there's a lot of strange enemies around here, such as these insane cancers. Just going to walk right past them, not even going to mess with them. The church is pretty much a really creepy place as it is. We hear footsteps and we hear a girl crying. So we have bloody footprints here. Let's see, is she going to analyze it at all? Is she going to say anything about him? I don't know if she is, but this is a hint that we can do something with this. There's a picture here of an angel flying into the heavens. Nothing special. I get the feeling there's something behind this picture, though. That girl's cries and footsteps disappeared beyond it, after all. Yes, we're going to move the picture. And we have a door here. We will go in that in just a moment. There's a weird chair here. Just a plain old weird chair. Got a bunch of strange stuff. It is forbidden. Yes, it is so. Nice to see you here. We got some more pictures on the wall, and we have a gigantic symbol here. Let's actually go ahead and read through these. Saint Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. Saint Alessa, Mother of God, Daughter of God. This picture, that's me. I'm holding the baby. And I'm the baby being held. The me that wanted death and disappeared with God 17 years ago. And the me here and now that sought life. We have an interesting thing going on there. Saint Nicholas, miraculous hand, a doctor of God. So it's like a rebirth of self, a rebirth of God here. Oh, is that cool light effect? There's like a ghosting in this room. Look at that ghosting effect. I'm more impressed by that than the fact that Heather is it's Alessa giving birth to God essentially. And that's what we knew about in the past, the self that Heather had with Alessa, and what was I forget what the original name was, but God being born, Alessa, and then it's being split into Heather here. So we knew about that. The circle means reincarnation. That's why that's what it said on the paper back there. So death isn't the end. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Thanks to reincarnation, I died as Alessa, but I'm still living as myself. But you know, just the thought of it is starting to turn my stomach. Indeed, it's a really interesting thought that not many people actually really, well, no one is going to encounter in this particular way. They're not going to be born again right after that, and really no. It's really not a common occurrence. Now, some people may know that they are reincarnated. They may know that they have lived a past life. But yeah, let's get a good look at Valtio here as well, kind of scooting around on the floor. There he is. His bloody hands. They're really bloody hands. This covering with the sheep. No, I won't even peek. We have an elevator. And we have these missionary enemies, the one that we fought on the rooftop, who killed our dad. Make sure we're not about to die. Okay. What do we have here? We have another book. Silent Hill's Ancient Gods, a study of their etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. There is no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of the primal gods may be given the names and their descriptions of Christian angels, thus sharing characteristics Thus shared characteristics begin to appear. There is also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise, or lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Any other books? All right, there's another one here on the shelf. The book and tarot card here. Finding several tarot cards, it looks like. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, detonates an intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardner deck had more than 22 cards. The Gardner deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in the literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vows and detonate. Hang on a minute, I lost my track. There we go. And otherworldly, transcendental existence, God. The book here looks like these books look like real mind benders. Think I'll leave them alone for now. Did she say now or okay? So that is V. Well, we have another. It's like another writing here. There's a sheet of paper here, but it's blank. We also have, yeah, we got tarot card here too. Go ahead and pick it up. Moon tarot card.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Got the book Otherworld Laws. So, is Vincent actually joking there? They look like monsters to you? Have you been actually killing people this whole time? Is that what's been going on? He claims he's sane, but I don't think he's sane at all. Not one bit. Let's take a look at some of these new items that we have here. We already looked at Douglas' notebook. We already looked at Dad's notebook. We didn't actually really take a look at this, but now that Vincent has mentioned this, let's take a look. It has an odd design inscribed on it. I got it after I defeated Leonard. I have a Night Tarot card. Found this in the chapel. Is this a rare tarot card, though? This is number 22. This is that special one that is not in a normal deck. This one is number 18. I don't think it's especially a good card. So this is definitely a unique card, the Eye of Night. Let's go ahead and examine the big old book I got from Vincent in the archives. Let's go and talk about the Seal of Metatron. This magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Seven Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metatron, after the angel Metatron, or Metatron. Metatron, okay, also known as the Agent of God. So, that's interesting. Maybe we can definitely use that with something. Okay, let's get away from him. Oh gosh. I'd rather just avoid him. We need to get on this elevator over here. This guy is pretty fast. Oh my gosh, he's running. Get in that elevator, Heather. And I believe that there's more of them down here as well. I hear him slicing some stuff up. So what is this exactly supposed to be? What is all this supposed to be over here? This is a very demonic church. This is the Church of Satan, I think, is what it is. Okay. Let's go down here first. Oh. Well, look at that. We were right back home. Well, isn't that interesting? There's a musty diary on the bed. This writing, is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that the girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Then we have another name here. None of the books catches my eye. So the bookshelf and books are all the same as Dad's. Yeah, it's very strange how we're kind of back home here. Cheryl, Alessa, Heather. Oh no, 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 you're not here. Oh gosh, the missionary's here. Oh, I guess I have to. I gotta take this guy out. I think there's another one in this room too. I can't stand these guys. I mean, they are much weaker than the version we fought on the rooftop, but still. Doors open. Inside, there's someone wrapped in a bag. Maybe no. That's definitely. They're definitely dead. Hmm. You sure about that? We have the Hanged Man tarot card, perfectly fitting for this morgue-like area. One wall is covered with what looks like lockers. Inside, no, never mind. With this rotten stench throughout this place, anyone can guess what's inside. I'll just wait to puke if I take a look. There's a bunch of... all these bodies on the floor wrapped in plastic. What a nightmare. I'm just glad they don't seem about to get up anytime soon. Well, I hope not. A corpse wrapped in some vinyl type thing. This crazy mix-up world has got me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say, they're still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm going crazy myself sooner or later. I might even already be crazy, who knows? Indeed, you might be. Maybe these monsters you're killing out here are actual people. Maybe the world is not what it actually is. I'm gonna avoid you. So that area that I was just in, that was Harry's bedroom from the apartment that we were just in, right? Yeah. Nowhere in Silent Hill 1. Yeah, I don't remember. I've never actually played Silent Hill 1, but I have watched someone play it, but I don't. But I saw something down. No, it's just a shadow. Yeah, I don't think that there is any like indoor apartment area in Silent Hill 1. He's trying to attack me. He's on the floor above me. Oh gosh, we have the pendulums here and everything. What an awful church this is. Oh, and we have these guys. I honestly don't even want to fight any of these things, but it's just so hard to dodge them. Okay. You just get out of here now. The worst guy is dead. Ah, there we go. Much quieter. We have some nice bass here too. We have Valtio here as well. Looks like another nurse yet again. Or some sort of... It's not... I don't know if it's quite a nurse, but... It's some woman. Yeah, this ambience that is playing right here. This is... I think the first time you ever hear it is when you first see the closer, that when you first find the handgun. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we got another save. Press key. No, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel. It was some other altar somewhere else. This is Alessa's room. What do we have here? A memo book. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not, but I finally intend to save her. No, them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. Looks like Dad wrote this too. Harry Mason's just all over this now, even though he's not with us anymore. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. Look at that. On the front cover, there is a picture of Dad. Really awful artwork. Look at his eyes. Look at Harry's eyes. Just like really just stretched out across his face. What's this doing here? The door sure looks rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then? With all these, I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row, but that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to find. The upside-down man under the ground, to his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, through his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full of crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God most high, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful it's not on your right. Turn to the left, and you'll keep it in sight. So you open the door. I'm just sure that there be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. So, that sounds like we have to use our tarot cards right here on this door, and it says we need 5. 1, 2, 3. We only have 3, so we really cannot do anything about that yet. This was the model for my old room key, and we can't use that. There's no label, but the tab's been removed. It might be worth checking out, so we need to check that out too. Anything else here? Here's the scribbling on the floor. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia too. A nice daddy and mommy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. This is the closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over these old clothes. This is actually my clothes from when I was 7. They don't fit me now. Good thing, too. Here's our school uniform, I believe. Take a look at the photo on the wall. I saw a photo on the wall. There we go. Kind of hard to see. There are playing cards on the floor. I used to play a lot. I remember little Claudia always had a hard time winning that made her cry. Maybe that's why Claudia's turned evil, because she kept losing at these card games. Maybe that's why all this time. Okay. There's one more door here to check. Okay, we have some closers here, some really disgusting looking closers. Let's go and avoid them. How many are in here? 2 or 3? I think it's just 2. We got another girl crying here. We gotta see where she goes. Go right into this wall. We hear a valve being turned, which we will investigate in just a moment. The lion roar. There's something stuck in this book. Full tarot card. This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time, I don't want to. I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the names is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. So red liquid or crystals resembling blood. Taken as an herb to dispel evil spirits. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Interesting. This is a picture of me when I was 7. I look bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I always liked that. I was always like that back then. Let's even get a good look at her. She is. ampule. I just don't want to remember. Get me out of here. There was a lot of stuff that happened here. There's a picture here, but it's not my style at all. Oh, I'm glad I went into first person. I didn't even notice that over there. Well, not, I switched the camera, that is. Handgun bullets. That's just a name on the label. No description or anything. It's too risky. Never mind. Can we actually see what that drug is? No, we can't. Okay. Let's figure out what this... Oh, we have an insane cancer here, of course. Can I walk past him without him? Nope, I have to fight him in order to get over there. Well, this will be our first time killing this guy, so it's worth checking out. There we go. There we go. And then he deflates when he's killed. So he's just air after all. He's just like a... I don't know, he's just a gigantic air balloon. So here we go. We have Valtio again. With two nurses here, like under... like red drapes. Kind of turning a valve. And looks like there's some sort of square block of writing above him, but we can't read it that far. And she can't... anything that has to do with Valtio here, she never analyzes it. She never makes a comment on it. She never says anything about it. There's just nothing that she has anything to say. Okay, we've explored all of the Sega floor. Oh, I just saw another insane cancer right in front of me. So, if we take a look at our map, we have one key, and we have a door right here that is locked. So, we need to go all the way back to that. Yep. Oh gosh, this closer's... It's this way. Let me see. No. And the pendulum. As soon as we get in the elevator, we're going to be faced with that missionary. Our health is good. Alright. Do I see him walking around? Sometimes you just see him walking. There he is. I see him to the left. Just hanging out. Is it this way? Yes, it is. Okay. So I can just avoid him for now. I don't need to mess with him at all. Now, Valtio, how did you get here? I wonder if there's multiples of that enemy, or it's just the one. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. This is gonna be the death of me here. Okay. And what's so bad is that we have to go back through there. Okay. I may just need to kill them. Okay, this is an amazing room. Filled with enemies, filled with blood. But we will see it next time. During the second playthrough. I'm not messing with all those enemies. And we have a whole bunch of blood on the walls now. It's kind of lagging out the game a little bit. But what the heck is going on here? Everything is just going crazy. this the door we need to go through? Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure in the PC version, the blood happens right away. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, it kind of slowly goes around the walls first, like lines of blood, and then it becomes full, like, flame blood. Can I hit him through here? I cannot. Can I shoot him, I wonder? It'd be nice if I could at least, like, kill one of them. There you go, he's getting up. I don't think that's really hitting him. Yeah, I'm not going to continue to waste my ammo on him. It did a little bit of damage, but... Alright, well, let's just go through the new door. Wrong door. No, that was actually the right door. Okay, it didn't say that she used the brass key, though. That was the door, was it not? Normally she says, use the brass... That's weird. This game is... I don't know, some strange things are happening. And what do I hear here? Do I hear Valtiel again? Yes, I do. There he is. Again. Oh. School. We have one desk that is separate from all the others. Go home, drop dead, thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. Oh. Just in the middle here. No one liked Alessa, it looked like. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops. There's a letter stuck in here too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. In your memory, if your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with this pointless idea, it's best just to watch and wait. But it's there. It's here. It's there something. No. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. Interesting. The picture of a wolf. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf, and everything's so... I don't know if we can analyze any of these other photos, but... yeah, that's just out of reach. Kinda have to go. There we go. That looks like a mouse right there. It's like an elephant or a saber, not a saber-tooth, those woolly mammoth, a giraffe, and what looks like a Mickey the Mouse. I don't know what that thing is over there. But the school is just so out of place. Oh no, an insane cancer. Well, I'm glad that we avoided him. I'm very glad. What do we have over here? Nothing important here. It's not that I'm not concerned, but I choose not to be right now. I am fretted over every damn thing. I would have serious mental overload. Alright, let's go through this door here. Oh, I should not have come in here. As you can see, this room is just the missionary room. And bloody. This is where everyone is doing it missionary style. There we go. Alright, well, we have 2 rooms left to check out here. We have a cassette player. That'll come in handy. What are these letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions. People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. Vincent, what have you been up to? Why are you doing this? I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we value not only our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS. Vincent, what have you done? Maybe these are letters. No, maybe a bunch of suggestions. Okay. No, I don't want to read it again. There we go. Hey, well, we have a cassette player here. There's a tape deck here. It looks perfectly usable. Well, I think it's time to listen to this tape now.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well, now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
So that woman's voice there, I think that may be the same person who was in that confession booth. It sounds very similar. I'm not entirely sure. You know, as I said, there really isn't many details about that woman that's in that confession booth, but it would not be surprising. So this seal of Metatron maybe sounds like it could be useful for something. We'll have to remember that. It's just a candle. Really? It's just a candle? Nothing special about it? Okay. Good to know. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10th. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then, why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need the power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Paradise. Read the Book of Paradise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I've been searching for in there, how to awaken God. But it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves' Child Exploitation. I didn't want to be a mere bystander in the world. I couldn't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. And then there's an old birthday card on the desk. So she was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday. To little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. So Claudia and Heather definitely had a connection back then, but not anymore. I mean, she's exploiting Heather at this point. Okay, so let's see something here. Okay, we have 4 tarot cards. We still need another tarot card left, right? Yeah, we have to. Hangman. Okay. Let's make sure. Yeah, I think I missed. Did I miss something in that room, or I think maybe that's on a higher difficulty. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Because on higher difficulties, there are more tarot cards you have to find. So I think that is everything there. I just don't want to go all the way back. Okay. Yeah, I do believe that is everything. Just want to double make sure here. Yeah, it says that the High Priestess tarot card is on the bed, but I did not see anything on the bed. Let me just triple check. There it is. I missed it. See, look, I didn't even see it there. It was blending right in. Okay. There we go. Good. Because I did not want to have to miss that and then come all the way back. Oh wait, there was a note there. Did that note say anything, I wonder? It's a handout with our classroom resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on their desks. No, it does not. I would hope not, anyway. Alright, so now that we have all 5 tarot cards, it's time to make the trip back. Oh gosh, I don't even want to be around these guys right here. I have to go right past them, and I have to go in this deadly room. Oh. This room is awful. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. They kind of reset their position. Oh, what's happening here? Look at all this. Everything's getting all bloody and disgusting here now. The blood's kind of moving all about. Okay, where do we have to go? Is that up this way? Yep, okay. So we're almost back to where we need to be. Okay, this is it. We're gonna solve this puzzle. Okay, so what we have to do... We have to look at this here. We have a spread. We need to use our cards on, and we have to figure it out based on this riddle that we had. So if we take a look, we have the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Moon, the Fool, This was in my old room, in a hospital room. What did this one mean again? And then the Eye of Night. Let's go ahead and read this riddle here and try to figure out exactly where we need to put these things. Okay. There's something in each row, so we need to have something on the top, middle, and the bottom. But we do not want 3 in one row. The upside down man, so the hangman is under the ground, so he must be on the ground level. To his right and to his left, there's no one around, so he must go in the center. Okay? The moon is up above the sky, so the moon must be on the top. Full or crescent, floating high, twinkling like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. So the crazy clown would be the fool. Okay, so the fool is directly below the moon. And then your excellency, that would be, what is it, the high priestess, I guess? So she must be yeah, she must be below the moon as well, probably right next to the fool. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So this must be the card number 22, that eye. So it won't be in the second row because that is where the priestess and the fool would be. So it has to be in the top left because it's not on the right. It's not on your right. So I think I have this figured out already. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I think what we want to do, it said the hangman is at the bottom. Okay. And then it said that the Eye of Night was up top. Well, it can't be on the middle because of that, but let's just do them in order, okay? So the moon. I'm going to say the moon goes here because the Eye of Night is not on your right. So there we go. And then we have the fool. It is right below. It was on the crown. High priestess, I think, is next to that. And then the Eye of Night would go all the way over here away from everything because it's evil. Is that right? No, that is not right. It's close. I think it's really close. So what if she gets moved here? There we go. So she's actually above that Eye of Night. There we go. So let's go ahead and save. Let's see what's behind this door. Just under 5 hours. Okay, here we go. There's a huge fan here. I can't get through. I believe this fan is also in Silent Hill 1. There's also a wheelchair on the other side of the fan. You're on the other side of that area in Silent Hill 1, I believe. I don't remember exactly which part, but it's just something that I heard about. Alright, well, go through the door.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well. Well. The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
you'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Ooh, Heather has an attitude now. So what do we do here? What do we have to do? Claudia? Vincent's dead. Right over here. There's a hole in the floor. I don't care about that right now. Well. What if we just leave? I've come this far. I can't run away now. Oh, Claudia. What if we just slice you then? How about that?
Alessa? God! Bring us salvation!
Alright, so we got a game over there. So, it's not so clear what you're supposed to do there. What it is, if you hit Claudia, or if you take too long in that room and you don't do anything, you will die. Not entirely sure how you're supposed to know what to do here precisely. But once we get there, well, there is something we can do. We can try out. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna skip the cutscene. Okay, so here we are. So Claudia said that the seal of Metatron was junk, right? So can't use that here. You cannot use it at all. There's no use. Well, what else do we have? Could we use the perfume to seduce Claudia so she's on our side? Maybe that's what we can do? No. We can't do that either. Well, what else could we possibly do? Well, the only other thing that we have here is this pendant here. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. If we examine it, there is a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. If you remember, we read a little book about the red tablet that can expel evil spirits. That is how you're supposed to know. This is like an item that you get first, right in the beginning of the game. And really, you have no way of knowing that this is what you have to do unless you actually examine this. So it is kind of tricky, I think, for a lot of people, especially if they don't read that book, if they don't look at this, because this is an item that you already have. So when I asked Dad what it was, he said just a lucky charm. But then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. I wonder why I feel sick inside when I look at it. So here we go.
What are you
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is...
Claudia!
Lessa, you cannot kill God. I will birth God. If you can't do it, Lessa, I will.
Claudia!
So that is one of the most disturbing scenes. Before we go down there, let's see if we can look at any of these pictures up on the wall. Yes, I want to look at the pictures, but no, we can't examine them. So, Heather ate that little tablet, and instead of birthing the god, she threw up the god. And then Claudia decided to eat it, thinking she was going to birth God, but let's see what exactly happened. Valtiel took her down into this hole here. We can't examine any photos, unfortunately. So I guess all we have to do is follow her down into this creepy hole. All right.
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
So what other game do you have to fight God? So we are now fighting God. And what I want to do is I want to try to do as much damage as I can with a melee weapon, and then I want to finish it off with... I'm sorry, with a ranged weapon, then I want to finish it off with a melee weapon. So, there's a bunch of spikes in this room. I don't want to get too close to the spikes on the edges of the corner. Oh gosh. And then the fire. I don't know if you can do damage when you're just up. Yeah, you have to wait for it to come down. Okay, and then I have to also be careful with my health as well. It will do she will do a lot of damage. It's very hard to predict what her movement is because it's just all over the place. Gosh, that fire is so fast too. Okay, let me try to do some attacks with the katana. I don't have too many health supplies either, which sucks. I was trying to block that. She hits me after I go to block, and now I'm getting close to death again. My gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, and now she's shooting fire, and that fire is very hard to dodge. My gosh. I'm like almost running out of supplies here. Oh, that's right. There is a spot that I can stand that I won't take any damage, right? I'm having a feeling that I'm probably gonna die though, because this is it. I only have one more health supply left. You really can't do anything here, but right next to her left hand. Okay, I'll have to try to do that. Okay, well that was not successful there. Alright, that's the last health item I have. Run, 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 run. Oh gosh, darn it. Oh, okay, right, okay, so I have to stand on the other side. Well, I can probably get hit maybe one more time before that's it for me. Okay, and this fire is like so hard to avoid. Let me see. Yeah, I cannot be hit anymore or else I'm dead. Gosh, okay. There we go. Dead. It was going to happen. It was going to happen. I don't have too many healing supplies. I probably should have just continued. Hang on a minute. There we go. Maybe it'll take me right back to the fight. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how it was the first ever time that I fought this enemy, but what I'm gonna do, I guess I'll try to do some more damage from a distance. But that fire is like moving so fast. It's like very unavoidable. I do not know how to avoid that fire. I think it's very fast. There you go. Right. Well, I seem to have done a decent amount of damage there. All out of submachine gun. Okay. We'll try some shotgun. Okay, that was a close one, but I managed to avoid it. Okay, my health is still okay. I don't think the fire does too much damage, so if I'm just hit with the fire, that would be okay, but I'd rather not be hit at all. Let me see how much damage it's doing. Yeah, now I'm back in the red again. Okay, let me reload as well. And again, I want to kill the boss with my katana, so I don't know how much damage I've done to it. So let me try to get a few katana hits off, I guess. Oh gosh, that fire. Let me try to go in this spot right over here. That wasn't quite right. And yes, I am playing on normal difficulty, and it is hard. It is challenging. Run away. Ah, there we go. Oh good, I didn't get hit by that. There we go. That was good. Probably shouldn't have done two. Darn it, yep. I wish there was like a health indicator to determine. Okay. Gosh, that fire. That's the last health drink that I have. I've tried standing next to her hand, but I'm still getting hit by her. It must be a very specific spot. Oh, come on now. Okay. And what's so bad is that I want to be able to defeat her with the melee weapon, so I cannot do too much damage to her because I don't know how much health she has. What if I try? No, I don't want to even try the maul, but maybe I'll do like one attack and just kind of run away. That fire though. That fire. It's too fast. Okay, I'm gonna die again. Yep, dead again. Oh, this is a tricky one. Again, I don't remember having this much difficulty my first time playing it. But yeah, here we go. Third time, but I'll do more shotgun and handgun on her now, since I know she has a lot of health. That's not even doing anything to her. that was a quick death. That was a quick death there. Okay. Okay. We will get it, indeed. Ugh, that fire. Let's back up. I think the first time that I played, I had a lot more supplies to heal myself with. Like, I had hardly any this time, which I'm really surprised about, in all honesty. Maybe we should use that beef jerky to distract her a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Maybe the perfume will help. Check our... yeah. And I even have the body armor equipped too. That's what else is crazy. So I'm even doing less. I mean, I'm even taking less damage. Okay, let me try to go in for the katana now. I don't know how much health she has, but one hit, walk away. Oh, I was trying to dodge. I thought she was about to attack me really soon, but okay, my health. I can still take one more hit at least. How much health does she have? Okay. I know if you're too close to her, she can attack you up close. I think I'm about to die again. No, oh yeah, kinda. Well, now I definitely am. You can't even block that either. Yeah, no health, no health. Okay, well, I mean, it's still possible. I can still do this here. Might doesn't help that I missed most of those shots. I have to avoid the fire. Oh gosh, this fire! I don't even want to go in because she kind of did a lot of damage to me there. Dead again. Oh my gosh. This may take a long time. This really may take a long time. Okay. Shotgun again. Oh gosh, the fire. It just does a little bit of damage, but... Oh, come on, you can't do that right away. Ugh. Okay, let me actually back up and shoot, because then she'll attack me. Or attack me with the fire. Like, how many times would she go up like that after I do damage to her? Because then I can kind of estimate how many shots I need to take. There you go. It's very hard to sidestep. Okay, I don't know how much more shotgun blasts I should do. Darn it! Need to bring her down at least 8 times. I don't even know how many times I have been bringing her down. I made it so far without dying, and then now I'm just constantly dying. Yeah, you can't do any damage when she's like that. Okay, well, here's number 1. I always want strats, yes. Strats are always good. I mean, I have beaten this game plenty of times. It's just I don't remember ever having this much difficulty with this boss. Maybe it is a little different with the PlayStation 2 version. I don't know. I feel as though that fire is just abnormally fast. Like it's just it's way harder to dodge than it should be. Because I've never, you know, I played the PlayStation 2 version mostly. I've only played the PC version once technically, and I beat it. Is this the 3rd time I played? I think it's the 3rd time I brought her down. Oh, gosh, her health. And I have played with this same widescreen patch as well, and I don't remember having that many issues. I think maybe I just don't have enough healing supplies is what it is, maybe. Darn it. I wasn't healed. I wasn't reloaded. Okay. There we go. And that shotgun, whenever I shoot the shotgun, it's a bit of a delay there before I can move again. Okay, so how many times have I brought her down now? Gosh darn it. I mean, that does make her go right back up instantly. I'm thinking, should I use the katana now or do a little bit more damage? I'm thinking I need to be using the katana now. Well, I need to bring her down first with the shotgun. I can't even reload the shotgun anymore. I mean, this is pretty much it for my ammo. I know she's going to do a lot of damage when she hits me here. Okay, I avoided that. Okay. They're doing okay here. I'm still alive. She seems to have taken a lot of hits, so she should hopefully be dead soon. Please. Ah, that fire's not gonna help though. I don't know if I should heal or not here. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heal, because if I get hit here, this has to be it, right? This has to be the end, hopefully. Run, run, run. There we go. Gosh darn the fire. It's that attack when I'm up close, that does a lot of damage. Get away, okay. So far, not too bad. I think I kind of figured out a little bit of a pattern there. My health is okay. This is the longest I've been in this fight, so far at least. Ah, that fire though. Run, run, run. That's kind of what my strategy is, to run around the fire like that. And then just come in for a swing like that. And just come back over and darn it. That's definitely not good. I don't know if I should go in for attack now. How much health do I have? Yeah, I can't take any more hits, not even from the fire. Oh my gosh, this is going to be like an hour of just fighting this boss. Oh my gosh. Well, I know that I need to use all my shotgun shells. And then I guess I need to use a little bit of handgun too. Just to lower her health down even more. Oh my goodness. This boss is just awful. But now I now have a bit of a better strategy, so hopefully I'll be able to use less healing items. Back up, back up. Except for when I use the shotgun. That shotgun just, I can't move right after I shoot. Really close when I use the shotgun. Well, that's the problem. As soon as that's what happens when I use the shotgun up close. I'm gonna heal. So when I use the shotgun here, she's gonna attack me right away. Yep. So that's kind of why I move away with the shotgun. Okay, that definitely works there. Okay, that actually worked there. I know I have a lot of handgun ammo, I really do, but as I said, I want to get that melee attack for a very specific reason. I know how easy it probably is with just using the handgun and the shotgun and stuff. Yeah, I cannot dodge when when I shoot the shotgun at her. That's what's really bad about that. If I just do some damage from a distance here, then still a bit hard to dodge the fire. Okay. Darn it, I saw that coming. I couldn't stop. Okay. Yeah, because she is much easier with a gun, but I'm just making it harder. Because I'm trying to use a melee weapon on her. To defeat her. Oh, I got hit 3 times during that time with the fire. I have no idea how much health she has left either. Okay, I'm gonna try the katana now. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh, she's gonna hit me here, isn't she? Oh, yes, she did. Oh my goodness. Okay, my health is still okay. I guess I'll do some damage from a distance. Let me try. Let's just get the rest of this off. I almost sidestepped right into it. Well, okay, that's the last of that. Isn't the overswing hit with the katana much more powerful than what I'm doing here? I don't really know which one's more powerful. Maybe I should just stick to this the entire time, because this is very easily predictable. Well, I have a bit of a better strategy now. Okay, there we go. No, darn it, I knew she was going to do that. I have nothing to heal myself with, right? Okay, I can still withstand one more hit. Okay, so while she's up there... Hopefully I am really close. I kind of have the fire down with what she does there. Yes!
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits. You're still alive.
Heather, what, Heather?
Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You
you...
don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
Now it's time to roll the credits. So you kind of saw the strategy that I had there, kind of trying to go around the fire, hit with the katana, and I think if I did that throughout the whole thing, it would have been a little easier, but... Alright, here comes the credits music. I'm not going to talk during this, I'll talk after, during the results screen.
Spoke of tortured souls, so outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes all. Survive. You must have the will. This movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. Then he shouts at the moon, she's gone, and fear has overcome. He was walking the mile. He was walking alone.
those credits extremely difficult to read. I could hardly read them. It was a glow effect on the text that I could hardly even read. I don't know why it was so bad, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So let's talk a little bit about the end here. As we will get to the results screen, let's first look at our results. We have 3 out of 5 stars. Normal, normal. And it's actually good that I'm talking during this results screen, because a lot of times you won't keep this screen up for too long, so you won't be able to hear the great music that will kick in after about, I want to say, maybe 2.5 minutes. So it took me about 5 hours to complete it all. Okay, we have our times here for the enemies, or the bosses. Minute, 3 minute, 3 minutes, about 3 minutes average. God, 4.5 minutes. First clear. This is our first clear. We saved and continued 42 times. And you can see what the star rank is on it. So this is actually, wait. Our total, I was looking at that the wrong thing. Our total stars are 8 stars. Okay, that's what we have at the bottom. It's 3 stars out of 5 up top for the ranking that we did. This one was really bad. 2 gold. Okay, so Splitworm, Leonard, and God was all really good clear times. Also, the number of items that we had was very good. It liked that. Defeated enemies by shooting, it did not like that. By fighting 21, we didn't really kill many enemies. 29 enemies total. Total damage that we took, 2,000 points of damage. Alright, so that is our results. Before we continue on, I'll talk a little bit about the game so we can hear this music that's about to start kicking in. But, yeah, what I did there, that I kind of figured out the best method to kill God there with a melee attack. I went in for, I shot the handgun when it was up. And then it came down, I hit the katana, and then I walked away on the right side of it as it shot the fire, and I kind of avoided most of the fire, and then I repeated that process. So that actually worked there once I tried to really figure that out, once I shot it down with the handgun when it was up, so I wasn't shooting fire when it was up. But it was still a very difficult boss to fight. Now, as I said, I don't remember having that much difficulty, but it's done. We completed it with a melee weapon, which there is a reason for that, which we will see in just a moment. Which will actually be the beginning of our second playthrough. We will see what all that's about. So, overall, this is one of my favorite games. This is the first horror game that I got. That was really scary at the time. And I really enjoyed it. I really liked the story. It is a pretty short game when you really think about it. I mean, 5 hours. I've played plenty of other games. Like, this was around the time that I was playing a lot of RPG games. Like these Japanese RPG games that would literally take like 50 plus hours to complete. So 5 hours was nothing. I believe the first time I ever played it, it was about 12 hours that I fully completed it, because I don't think I was really looking at a guidebook. I didn't know what I was doing. So, yes. Now, the overall story, as I said, this is a continuation from Silent Hill 1. So, I have not played Silent Hill 1. I am kind of thinking maybe that should be the next Silent Hill game that I play. I wasn't initially going to play it. But this for the PlayStation 1, and I just didn't know. But I'm kind of thinking maybe it would be good to visit that, because I've played this one first here. It would be the prequel to that one. So we will be able to see what things were like when Heather was a kid. That the whole scenario with Cheryl, the missing daughter of Harry in Silent Hill, and what happened exactly with the summoning of this god, and Alessa and Harry killing the god, and then Alessa splitting off into Heather. You know, it's just a whole bunch of things that happened that you just heard about in text here. You didn't actually see it. So actually seeing it would be a different story. So it would be interesting to certainly visit that for sure. So we have, three names: Cheryl, Alessa, Heather, all the same person essentially. All dating back to the event that took place in Silent Hill with trying to summon a god. And Claudia tried to do it again, and she was successful with it. God did come about. That God was there, and Heather was very upset that she wasn't the one that was able to kill Claudia as revenge. No, it was essentially what we saw Valtia there at the end, kind of covering the face of God, and we really don't know what happened to Claudia. She just kind of merged into God, or I don't know. But we had to kill God. What other games do you kill God? It's not a story for, I guess, very religious-minded people. The act of killing a god, and we're just killing in general, but it is quite disturbing, just the whole process there that happened at the end. So that is my thoughts on it. I love the story for it. It is a short game. The story isn't too long. The gameplay can be kind of frustrating at times, especially at the very end there. That was the only frustrating part about all of this. Mostly because I knew what I was doing. I knew what the puzzles entailed. I've played it before. But it's really, really good. But the graphics with the HD the mod that I have, it looks phenomenal. It looks really amazing. And there is a setting, as I mentioned, that enhances the field of view. And I really wasn't aware of it until we saw Harry dead in the apartment. Because there was a complaint with the HD collection, because the HD collection does have a larger field of view, so you actually see Harry's head. And when I saw it here, when I was playing, I'm like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be like that. I wasn't aware. So the widescreen hack does increase that field of view. You can disable that, and I think the first time I ever played the widescreen hack, it was disabled. But there was a lot of updates, and I think they did make that the default to have it on. So I could turn it off, and it would have been the normal normal field of view from the PlayStation 2 that I was aware of. But other than that, I think the enhanced field of view is really good. And I don't think it's necessarily too bad that you see his head, despite the fact that it's not really Harry Mason. It is, I believe his name is James from Silent Hill 2. I believe is what that model is. So, again, there you go. You can speculate about that, especially when you see Angela dead by the closer in the shopping mall. These characters who are here from Silent Hill 2. So, yeah, the music in the game is absolutely amazing as well. The soundtrack came with the game, but a lot of the tracks in the game are not on the soundtrack. Like this song right now. This song is not on the soundtrack. There are a lot of songs that are on the soundtrack, like none of the boss themes are on the soundtrack. A lot of the music when you're around enemies, like the kind of ambience and other tracks, are not on the official soundtrack. And I think it mostly comes down to the fact that if they're just going to push it to one CD, you're going to get the best tracks. You're not going to get the tracks that probably people are going to think that sounds like someone in their backyard cutting down a tree with a chainsaw, or turning valves and squeaky sounds and stuff like that. People aren't going to really listen to that. But I'm really glad that an unreleased soundtrack exists for it. You can find the unreleased soundtrack if you just search on YouTube. People have brought it into existence by extracting the audio from the game. So I like those tracks a lot because they are really creepy, eerie tracks. So yeah, that is my thoughts overall on this. this is where I really, and also just the vocal tracks in the Silent Hill games was really good as well. That's how I became to know one of my favorite artists there, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. She sung the female vocals for this game under the name of Melissa Williamson. So she went by a different name for this, but it was cool. It was cool. Then I just listened to the other Silent Hill games that she's done voiceovers, songs, and she's sung amazing. So anyway, let's stop looking at the results screen. Let's see what happens after the results screen, shall we? Extra new game has been added to start screen. Play from there to see and enjoy extra features. Starting from new game, we'll begin a new game without the extra features. You've fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Beam Saber. You've fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Unlimited Submachine Gun. So this is the one I was aiming for. You get the unlimited. You get the Beam Saber if you kill more enemies with a melee attack, in general, as opposed to ranged weapons. Okay, you get a different item for that. Like there are a total of 3. Well, technically 4, but I'm not going to spoil the fourth one. So the 3 bonus weapons, we got 2 of them here. We got the Beam Saber, which you get unlocked by defeating enemies with more melee weapons, which is mostly what I did. Or I try to avoid combat in general. If you defeat more enemies your first time with more ranged weapons, you unlock a flamethrower. Or you can unlock that during your second playthrough, which we will unlock that. And then we fulfill the conditions for Unlimited Submachine Gun. You get this if you kill God with a melee attack, which is what I wanted to do. So I wanted to get that because next time when we play through the game, we'll have 2 extra weapons to play with. Extra costume has been added to the start screen. This allows us to have additional costumes, which we will also be looking at next time. If you select this and enter the password, you can get a new costume. You got the extra costume password, so we can put that password in next time. Extra costume. Happy birthday. There we go. That is our first password. Happy birthday. You wish to save? Yes, we do. Definitely wish to save after that. I'm just going to save over the first one. Ah, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, extra new game, extra costume. We will check that out next time. I don't think there's anything else different in options. But there are, yes there is. Okay, here's something else that we unlock. Yeah, it is just one. We can try this on next time as well. Will it adjust? We can go up to 2. I think you can go all the way up to ×5, depending on the number of times you clear the game. So I don't think that this actually affects your rank at the end. So we can save that. That means we'll pick up double the amount of ammunition. And yes, I am aware of that extra password there, but we will check that out during our 3rd playthrough. But there are 3 endings of this game, and there's only technically one other one we can get next time. We have to... The 3rd ending has much stricter requirements, which we will get at a later time. So next time we will put in some passwords for the extra costume. Well, I will do that off screen, and then I will tell you what the passwords are, and we will check out Heather's new outfits. There are a lot of costumes that are missing from the PC version, mostly because they were PlayStation 2 exclusives. Some of the costumes. So there are a handful of costumes that are not available, unfortunately, in the PC version. So that is next time. We'll be doing extra new game. We'll be going through the game much quicker. And we'll be playing it in quite a different style than we did last time. Alright, so that is all for tonight. So I hope you all enjoy, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And I will catch you all very soon. Okay, bye-bye.